YouTube family. So today I want to talk to you about immunity. There's so much going on right now. I'm filming this at the time when coronavirus is going on. We are all confined to our homes, and so I had originally made this post on Facebook and Instagram actually about a month and a half ago, and it's really timely. I think I should make a video to actually show you what I was referring to in that post that I made back in December. So there are a couple of things that I have here that I consider to be superfoods. Most, if not all of them, to be superfoods. This first one is oil of oregano. Oil of oregano is an antibiotic, it's an antioxidant. It is also an inflammatory agent, so this is going to help you with any type of inflammation, actually, if you have nerve issues, all kinds of different things like that. Before I really get into these supplements, I do want to be very clear that if you have any type of contraindications or conditions, you should check with your primary care provider to see if any of these things would have negative or adverse reactions to whatever drugs that you're on. I am so thrilled that you're here. However, I don't know your medical history. I don't know everything else that's going on with you personally. So it is always best to err on the safe side and ask before, because you know your medical history. I do not. So, but generally for a healthy person, these particular things do not have any sort of adverse reactions unless you have allergies or something like that. Again, your personal medical history. So let's be smart about this, but it is helpful for you to know what things actually do and not just know, oh, that's a healthy food. Yeah, but what does it do in your body? What happens biochemically once it enters your mouth? So I'm more concerned with helping you understand that. And so some of these things, I mean, I could talk for days about the benefits, but I'm going to focus on the immunity boosting properties of all of these. And what I'll probably do is create a separate video about the importance of each one. So that way you're not watching a 2-hour dissertation on healthy foods. Yeah, who wants that? So anyway, this that I have in my hand, oh, by the way, I will put all the links to these things in the description box below. However, just so you know, this one is My Kind Organics by Garden of Life. This one is by Herb Farm, and this is echinacea. I do try to limit how many tablets I take, and I recommend that you do as well, simply because your digestive system has to work a little bit harder to digest the capsule. What I prefer to just take the liquid or the powder form, because those are typically just a little bit more pure. That's not always the case across the board, but if you really look at the potency and the quality of the product, that's what you'll find. And so you'll also see sometimes even a difference in price. So the tablet might be the least expensive option, whereas if you buy a raw form of whatever it is, it might cost a little bit more. Marketing, don't you love it? So anyway, I also have here a lemon and ginger root, which I'll get to in a little bit when I talk about the tea. I have calendula flowers here. Calendula flowers are excellent antifungal agents. They're actually in most of our beauty products. So some component of the flower, these are also called marigold flowers. I actually take them, I have a strainer, I'll put them in the strainer and make a tea. Sometimes I'll just mash them up and put it in food or put it in a green smoothie. It really doesn't have that much of an extra taste. I would limit how much of it you put into your smoothie. I wouldn't put more than 1/4 of a cup inside of your green drink because it would change the taste. It wouldn't be as sweet. Here we have zinc. Guys, if you don't have zinc in your house, please get it. Zinc, this particular one has a really high potency of both zinc and vitamin C, and I am going to make a video on the importance of zinc and why you need it in your diet. So I take this twice a day, about 50 milligrams twice a day. Here I have bromelain. It is a proteolytic enzyme, and it's going to stimulate immune health as well as metabolism as well. Okay, turmeric. So we have to allergies and asthma, and it's antifungal, it's antivirals, it's an immune booster. Obviously, it wouldn't be in this video. So that's here. So I'm going to go through this quickly so I can show you just a little bit. I actually made the and made the tea, and you'll be able to see that over to the side here. And I personally, when I take this, I don't stay sick longer than 24 to 48 hours. But I typically will take it at the very first sign that I am potentially immunocompromised. So this, as you can hear, is almost empty. Turmeric. So I actually do take this stuff. It's not, I'm not just telling you, like I had them in my house. So because this particular virus focuses on your respiratory system and attacks your lungs so aggressively, it is really important that we really focus on staying healthy. So still get up in the morning, still exercise, get that heart pumping, start breathing hard. Anyway, so we went through, this is turmeric in the pill form, turmeric in the powder form. So I have both. Again, I tried to stay with powder, especially if I'm cooking. Obviously, I'm not going to put a pill in my food. Like, who does that? And we have ginger here, ginger root. So I also have the physical form. You guys know what ginger root does. Vitamin C. All right, aka ascorbic acid. I actually had one of my clients ask me like 3 weeks ago if ascorbic acid was a natural ingredient. Poor thing, she didn't realize it's vitamin C. But yeah, they're the same thing. All of these vitamins actually have a real name. So, I mean, just like amino acids that build up proteins, they have real names too. So, through this channel and other channels like mine, I know that there's other people out there who are putting out fantastic information. I want to actually educate you about the foods because I don't want you to just depend on health practitioners. You shouldn't have to depend on your doctor. You shouldn't have to depend on me. If you have to always depend on me, I'm not doing my job. I want to educate you on how food works, how nutritional biochemistry works, what happens once a piece of food enters your mouth and where it goes throughout the rest of your body. That's not something that many people understand or know, but you guys will. So, thank you for being here. I'll get to these here in a second. Let's talk about the tea. Garlic. Garlic makes your food taste good, you know that. And you also need to make sure that you have some type of breath mint if you put garlic, no, but seriously. Garlic is great for immune support, and it contains manganese as well as vitamin B6, very heavy in those two. And again, it makes your food taste great. It's excellent if you're trying to embark on a low salt diet. I like good tasting food, so anything I bring to you it's gonna still taste good. Alright, so then we have coconut oil here. This is organic coconut oil. I know all my big stuff is from Costco, but I use it a lot and I need something that's gonna last. I don't want to keep buying it. And it's so much cheaper. Here in Thrive Market, and I'll have the link for Thrive Market below, but I buy, like you can see, this tea is from Thrive Market. I buy a lot of stuff there. I mean, organic, natural, good stuff that's like literally 2 to 3 times more expensive sometimes at the grocery store. Makes me a little angry because I feel like they're taking advantage of people. But nonetheless, you guys are smart consumers and you know where to shop to get the low and not spend all your money on food. I'd rather you have it in your bank. Alright, so we have Astragalus root powder here. To me, guys, Astragalus root powder is one of, again, this might be one of the most potent things to me that's on the counter right now. I mean, it fights fatigue. It's great for immunity. It is anti-aging. It's anti-inflammatory. It is great for diabetes and metabolic syndrome. If you have kidney issues, this root comes from China. Yes, I know in light of the coronavirus, we should, it just is what it is. But, you know, the ancient Chinese have so many wonderful medicinal teachings that I think we've missed something in westernized medicine and how we do things. And you look at countries who are not as Western, they don't have nearly as many chronic conditions as we do. Most of their causes of death are like accidents and, you know, random things. We're the ones, the overprivileged, who die of rich people syndrome, basically. That's what I call it. We have so much to be thankful for. And I know I'm saying this in spite of coronavirus, and I know that a lot of people are out there hurting. And I empathize with you sincerely, as I haven't lost anyone to coronavirus in my immediate family, but I do have several loved ones who've lost parents, who've lost people who they really care about. And yeah, I empathize with you guys. And in spite of that, God is still good. And there's still so much for us to be thankful for. And I actually look at this as a way for us to all take inventory of what's important in our lives, what's important to move forward. Where do we want our next phase of life to be? Because this, I mean, you see how everything can literally change just like that. Just no warning, no nothing. Oh, Paul's life, okay. And you have to figure it out. And so for me, for several people, I mean, this is really, truly a wake-up call to reprioritize what is important to you. Is your health important? Is it enough for you to take action right now to make a difference? That business idea that you've been sleeping on, are you doing it? This is the time. You are at home. Get out the bed. Get up, work out 30 minutes. 30 minutes a day. What you got? I'm developing some workouts right now to post for you guys to be able to do at home, whether it's coronavirus season, whether it's years from now. I want you guys to be healthy and happy, truly, not just look good on the outside or fake it like you're happy. I want you to be good in here, because everything that is in here is going to come out. So we got to take the time to heal. So anyway, I'm going to get off that high horse and I'm going to actually show you the video now. So here you can see that I came downstairs early in the morning. I mean, it was super early. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I couldn't breathe. And you know, for me, I was like, oh nope, that's it. I'm going downstairs. I'm gonna get this thing jump started. And I had a really big day at work that day, so I had to get myself together. There was no calling in sick that day, not that day. So yeah, so I got it, and I had to lecture that night as well. I'm a professor also, so I hadn't arranged for anybody else to teach my class, and I absolutely hate, I don't say hate for a lot of things, but I hate canceling my class because I truly enjoy it. I teach health policy, and I get to talk about race and economics and all of these things that are typically taboo to talk about. I don't care. I'll talk about it in front of anybody. Whatever. You know, if it's true and there's research to back it up, why am I shying away from the truth? I mean, we talk about things like recidivism rates and like the juicy stuff. So if you're into that type of stuff, check out my Heal the Public podcast, where we talk about those types of things. There's also a blog that will be launching soon, so you can get firsthand, like, guys, in order for there to be equity in healthcare or anything else, there has to be conversations around very crucial topics that people seem to want to dance around. Even when you go to conferences, they're not telling you the truth, they're just dancing like, hey, whatever. We're not talking about that, we're talking about immunity today. So yeah, so you see me making the tea. You see that I typically will put all of the ingredients in the cup first and then put the water in at the end, because to me it just kind of, if I do it the opposite way, I feel like the ingredients clump on the top more and it's harder to stir. So whatever, so take these items. There's a flu drink and then there's also the flu tea. The flu drink has 1 whole garlic clove, or like since I have this, I'll typically put a tablespoon of it in. And then I will take a 4th teaspoon, of grated ginger. So as you see in the video, the juice of 1 whole lemon. It has to be the whole lemon. So if you're making it for multiple people, you need to have multiple lemons or multiple of all of these things. Otherwise, you're reducing the amount that you need to have in your body. Not pictured here, I also use honey. I actually use raw, local, organic honey. And the reason why I use that, I mean, if you think about it, I'm not really going to go through all the mechanics right now, but the same bees that pollinate the flowers in your area are the same bees that are making the honey. And so, like when I first moved to Atlanta, I had horrible allergies. I mean, I was walking around with a box of tissue, y'all. It was bad. But I did that, and after about 3 months, every year after, no matter where I've moved in the country, because I've kept up that pattern, I don't have seasonal allergies anymore. They have completely gone away. I'm not sure if it's also attributed to other factors, but I know that in Atlanta, I completely stopped having an allergic reaction to the changes in weather and the pollen there. So anyway, but with the honey, I'll take 1 teaspoon of honey and then a 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Then I also forgot to put out here, but I did. You guys know what cayenne pepper is and you know what honey is. And also a 1/4 of a cup of Astragalus root powder. I also would recommend you taking green or drinking green drinks or eating a lot of green vegetables, because green vegetables contain a lot of vitamin C, but that's also going to help boost your immune system even more. And so that's what we really want to focus on right now. And then so once you have all of that in a teacup, you're going to put the hot water in. And so put 1/2 cup of hot water. You can put more if you want. I mean, it's water. My thing is that it doesn't taste that great. The drink doesn't taste that great. So the less water, the less struggle, in my opinion. But you do you. So then you also have the tea. And so my tea, I'll typically boil the ginger root, some more ginger root. I'll boil more lemon or grapefruit or oranges. I seldom do oranges simply because of the sugar. But whatever I have in the house for the most part. Then I also will throw in some teas. Like these are examples of teas that I might throw in. So like this is the lemon ginger tea from Thrive Market. This is Throat Coat by Traditional Medicinals. And so guys, there's so many things out there that are good for you. These are just some of the things that I personally take and also suggest to my clients in my nutrition practice to also incorporate. Not all of them, but you know, depending on their situation. If you want more information on my nutrition coaching and my wellness coaching, you can take a look on my website. I'll put the link down below. If you want more information on my meal prep options, summer's coming. Are you ready? Are you ready? You guys know that it is 80% what you put in your mouth that is going to determine your physique. So, are you eating right? Are you following an appropriate meal plan for you? My meal plans don't cost much. They cost less than Netflix and they're fully customizable. I have an application, a mobile application that you can actually sub out your foods. We can change your macronutrients and your calorie counts. I have stuff for kids even, for whatever. If you want a Mediterranean diet, or if you want Mexican one day and you want Chinese another day, or whatever, we can do what you need to do. I want you to focus in your life. I want you to focus on doing what makes you healthy and happy. I want you to be your true, authentic self, because that is when you're going to thrive. And I want you all to thrive. I want you to be happy, and I want you to live a very long, successful life. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it if you thumbs up down below. And please leave any comments, and please subscribe to my channel so you'll see as I continue to upload more videos. Also, click the bell notification so that way it'll alert you, because I'm going to post relevant information that will help you. And if you have specific questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I will find the answer if I don't know it. I will. And I will make sure that it's conveyed in a way that's easy for you to understand and to be able to give that information back to others. All right, thank you guys so much again, and I will see you next time. All right.